here. Hi everybody, welcome to Mondays with Marc. I'm Marc and we're on your favorite YouTube channel, SmokeySteveAndMarc, right? Yeah. Wow, it's really nice to see you. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I worked all weekend, so I have been absent for the last few days, but I was with you in spirit, for real. I told you once before, it seems like if I don't check in, if I don't make a video or check in or something, I just feel like something's off with my day. I don't know, so I'm very, very happy to be back. Let's see. First of all, I wanted to say, last week's Mondays with Marc, I expressed some things that I don't usually do, you know, but I felt the need to, and I'm happy that I did, and I wanted to thank everybody for, you know, all of the positive comments and the support and the positive energy that was sent my way. I can't tell you how much I appreciated that. Thank you so much. I am feeling a lot better, both mentally and physically. It seemed to have broke or passed or whatever. It was odd. Going into Saturday night, I could feel the difference, you know, so it's interesting how that stuff works out, but I am feeling better, and I really appreciate the comments and all the support. Thank you so much, really. It really touched me. And, oh, and on that note, too, well, I'll tell you why later, but I bugged Steve real early this morning before he left for work, and one thing he said to me was like, hey, when you make your video tonight, please thank all of our friends on YouTube for understanding my video yesterday. And I didn't quite understand what he meant until then I remembered he wasn't feeling well either. And I think he did like a very short video yesterday. And he said to definitely say thank you to all of you for understanding that it was a short video. But he did want to check in, and I'm glad he did, you know. We are good for about a video a day, sometimes more, but we try not to be less than that, you know. We want to check in once a day with everybody. So, but anyway, I did. I wanted to thank you. I wanted to thank you from Steve. And moving right along, what are we going to get into today on Mondays with Marc? I think we're going to get into a couple different things. But first, how was everybody's weekend? I hope it was great, let me tell you. I did have a nice weekend. I worked all weekend and I got through, so that's always a positive thing, right? We had some really crazy weather up here in Northeast Pennsylvania over the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday night. Out of nowhere, Saturday, a storm rolled in that had like the golf ball sized hail that came down here. Now when I'm at work, I'm in a different city. I'm like about 30-40 minutes away from our home here in downtown Scranton, and we did get rain where I work, but we didn't get this like tornado like winds and hail and everything. And it happened again on Sunday night too. It was crazy, just out of nowhere blew in. I felt like I was in a tornado at one point, you know, but the interesting thing was it just was sunny and beautiful out, and then boom, it rolled right in. So anyway, we had some garden damage. But I thought, well, I like to update you on the garden, right? Every once in a while. So I thought, well, I'll show you what happened to the garden. We did have some damage, but I was out last night at like midnight, like trying to fix things, you know, because they're like my little babies, you know. I feel like I need to care for them. And I felt bad that I wasn't here when it happened, you know. So, but anyway, why don't we go outside? All right, we already filmed it. You know, it was but early in the morning, and I'm like, Steve, you have to film me in the garden because I want to show them what happened and everything. So, you know, anyway, we did that this morning. So I'm going to show you that now. So this is the damage and some updates on the garden for you, okay? Let's go do it. Okay. Yeah, so we had some damage over the weekend, and so I'll just show you. First of all my lights came down. This was screwed in to this post here up top, right? Mm-hmm. And my wandering Jew was on this like this, and the whole thing came down, crash, bang, and as you can see, he's had a lot of damage. But I took all the cuttings, I put them inside, I'm going to root them, so we'll have probably like 5 or 6 plants from him, and he seems like he survived, I hope. Oh, he's just so pretty, and look. See? Oh. But anyway, here, we'll show you all the damage. Right gosh, as you can see, we have like there's some branches and stuff in the yard. I did clean some up, but when I was coming in home from work on Saturday night, there was an entire branch from a tree covering the road. I had to get out and pull it off to the side. It was crazy. All the tomatillas were flat on the ground. I did put them back up. And look, we have tomatillas. There's one there, and we have a couple over here. Don't they look like little, like, Chinese lanterns?
They do.
And so many blooms. I'm so excited. I never grew those before. But, you know, kind of wreaked a little havoc on the zinnias, but they're okay. And these all fell over. All the sunflowers broke in half. But I can mend them, much like you would a broken arm. Put 2 little splints on either side, and I think they'll be okay. They already came back, so I think they'll be okay. But it was like a meteor shower on Saturday night. I mean, I wasn't home, but Steve said, I mean, it was like golf ball sized hail coming down. And as you can see, look, the pumpkin patch, look at the holes. It's like meteors hit them. Poor thing. They really got a lot of damage, but they're all still there. There's 6 pumpkins and gourds still in there, and they all survived. Very excited. So, that's it. Look, oh, I just feel so bad when they get damaged. And even over here, look at the sunflower. They have like whoosh, holes through them. Whoosh. All the morning glories, holes. But hey, you know what? They survived. I mean, really, they did. The lemongrass. And I'm very excited to announce we have broccoli.
Finally, my broccoli.
Yes.
One single floret.
Yep. He has a little one over there. So that should be, I'm going to say probably about a week or so, we'll have broccoli. And, oh,
That's
there's
Oscar.
Oscar. He always comes and says hello.
We now have an
Hi.
outdoor cat.
Yes, we do. I'll see you later when I come to work, okay?
He hides in the marigolds, apparently.
He does. Stephen's ampersands. They were very beautiful, but they were all on the ground. So I put this little trellis here to hold them. There's your ampersands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look good.
They do. They look good. And I'm excited, too. I have a bud on my moonflower here and here. I can't wait for that to bloom. But just a little bit of damage here. Nothing, you know, major. I had to put the tomatoes back up. They were all on the ground, and the cucumbers came down. But it could have been a lot worse. So, I guess that's it. Well, I could show you. I got the walkway project is coming along real nice. I am up to here. I have just a tiny little bit more to go, and the whole walkway will be finished with the solar lights. So I'll be sure to show you that. But I wanted to, I'm thinking of doing a night tour of the garden, because the whole garden lights up at night too, so I thought that might be kind of fun. So once I get all that finished, we'll do that. So I guess we'll go, oh, I forgot to tell you, this here, it was so windy, the whole thing blew in. And I had to pick all the marigolds up and put them back in. The whole thing, this whole thing kept like this. It was crazy. Well, anyway, little update on the garden. I'll see you inside. Yeah, so, well, you know, hey, it could have been a lot worse, right? I mean, gosh, you know, when I came home from work on both nights, there were trees down all over the roads. We had a lot of flooding around here too, so, you know, it could have been worse. We fared pretty well. And, you know, when I first saw it, all the tomatoes and the tomatillas and the cucumbers and everything, they were all flat on the ground, you know, and I thought, oh, they all broke, but none of the actual stalks broke except for the sunflowers. So I was able to put them back up, and everything's well. And look, I have my first little pumpkin. I'm so excited. I am so excited to be able to decorate for the fall with things that I grew myself. These are so adorable. And last count, there were 6 of them on there too. 6, so I'm pretty excited about that. All right, enough with the garden. Anyway, so moving right along, we're gonna do a quick little mail call too, because something exciting came today, and I wanted to talk to you. The viewer challenge is going really nice. We have a lot of postcards from all over, and would love for you to be part of it. So if you haven't already, send us a card from your city or your state or even your country, or maybe a place you visited, anything at all. What we're going to do is we'll read them, you know, like in a video, and then we're going to make a backdrop of all of them. Right now I'm just pinning them to the ties, but I think I'm going to make something for the background, you know, like that will cover the whole background, but we'll see. I'm super excited about it. I'm anxious to see like how many states and how many countries we can get. It's pretty cool, but they're coming in, and we check them out about twice a week, so they'll be coming up soon. What? What's that? Oh. Like you guys know what that is. We have a shout out, a random shout out, right? Oh my gosh, I get to do this myself. That's so cool. Again, I bothered Steve at 8 in the morning. You know, he doesn't like being bothered in the morning. I don't either. But I'm like, okay, you have to film this. And also, I want to do a shout out tonight because we haven't done one in a few days, you know, and I'd like to do at least 2 or so a week, you know. And so I had to get him to do the random, you know, the random pick. So I had him close his eyes and we did the random pick. And so our shout out today goes to Nicole XOXO. I'm assuming that's hugs and kisses, from Australia. Nicole from Australia. Yes, you get confetti, even though it's just me and not Steve. I can throw as much confetti as I want because Steve's not here, right? Oh my gosh, very exciting. Oh God, I get too excited over confetti, right? Anyway, Nicole is from Australia, and I have some interesting facts about Australia here. Again, I've always wanted to visit Australia. I think it's a fascinating country and so beautiful. It is the 6th largest country in the world, with over 22 million people in its population. It's known as the island continent because of its size and of its like kind of isolation from the rest of the world. And I thought this was pretty interesting too. As large as the country is, 90% of Australians live on a coast. That's pretty cool. I guess they would have a lot of coastline in Australia. I've never been there, I don't know. Let's see here, this is pretty cool. The Indian Pacific Train has the longest straight section of track in the entire world. So of course I had to Google that because I totally dig train rides. Some of the best trips I ever took was on the Amtrak, and I would love to take this train. It just kind of goes through the, you know, the entire country, and you get to see like the varied like landscapes of the country, from like, you know, the shores to the mountains to the outback and everything. And there's you know, a lot of stops at these little towns and cities all throughout the country where there's like food and antique stores and all these interesting things to see. I would love to take that. But anyway, that's the longest straight section of track in the entire world. And Australia has over 60 separate wineries and wine regions in its country. That's pretty cool too. Back when I did drink, I loved wine, and I loved trying wines from all over the world, really, and Australian wine was absolutely one of my favorite wines. I'm a red wine drinker. Well, was a red wine drinker. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So, Nicole, today we celebrate you. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful YouTube friend and a subscriber. And if you would like a shout out, definitely leave your name and where you're from in the comments below, and we'll get you on the list for a shout out. And like I said, we do it randomly. We don't pick anybody. We do it randomly, to be fair. And if you're picked for a shout out, you also get entered into the monthly drawing to get one of my nifty difty homemade candle holders. So we'll be drawing that winner within the next week or two too. So anyway, thank you, Nicole. And moving right along on that note, we're doing an unofficial mail call today because we got a package in the mail, and I kind of know what it is, I'm assuming, and it goes into some exciting news that I want to share with you. Well, exciting for me, and I hope exciting for you too. We'll see. If anything, it'll be entertaining, right? So this was sent to us from, we'll use her YouTube name. It's Tink Renee. Thank you so much, by the way. But here, let me get this. I knew it. It is the Golden Girls Any Way You Slice It game. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I cannot wait to play this. Thank you. I want to use your real name, but I don't know if I should. thank you, Tink Renee, so much. That was so nice of you to think of us and send this. Oh my gosh, you know how much I love getting gifts, and it's just like, I don't know, someone takes time out of their day to do it. It's just so nice. Thank you. But on this note, we finally picked the date for our Golden Girls special. So we're going to do a Smokey, Steve, and Marc, the Golden Girls special. So mark your calendars. Wednesday, August the 28th is our Golden Girls special. And I think we might be playing a game in that too. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you so much for that. And I hope everyone's excited about that, because we're putting a lot of thought into it. It should be a lot of fun, we'll put it that way. But a little disclaimer, we're not going to be dressing up in drag, okay? So many people have asked, oh, we can't wait to see you in drag. No. Maybe at one point in my life I might have wore a dress, but not anymore. Anyway, so mark your calendars for that date. I'm totally stoked for it, and I hope you are too. I don't know, I guess I've rambled on long enough. I don't really have anything else to share with you. There's nothing really that's been going on. This week, tomorrow Steven works late, so you might just get me again. I'm not sure. We'll see how that all works out. Because when he works pretty far away, and sometimes he doesn't get home until like, 9 o'clock at night. That's a little bit too late. So you might just have me tomorrow. We'll see. I'm planning on doing a What I Ate Today. Finally. Everybody's been asking me to do it, and it just seems like it takes forever for me to get it together, but I think I might do that tomorrow. So anyway, to recap, I really hope everyone had a great weekend, and I wish you all the best for the week coming up. Thank you so much for watching and spending your time with me. It was great to see you. And please hit the subscribe button, like, comment. Check us out on Facebook. Send us a friend request. It's SmokeySteveAndMarc. That's pretty interactive and pretty fun. Most of what we talk about I'll also post on Facebook, along with like positive quotes. Sometimes we have contests. It's a lot of fun. And we're also on Instagram, SmokeySteveAndMarc. And I guess that's it. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao!